Ever ponder the origins of the Palestinian political organization, Hamas? It was born in the turbulent year of 1987, during the First Intifada, a period of Palestinian uprising against the Israeli occupation. The Israeli control over Palestinian territories disrupted the lives of Palestinians, leading to widespread dissent and a craving for sovereignty. Hamas sprouted from the Muslim Brotherhood, a Sunni Islamist organization with a focused objective: a sovereign Palestinian state. They adopted an armed resistance strategy that was as controversial as it was consequential, involving rocket and artillery shelling, guerrilla warfare, and suicide bombings. Despite condemnation as acts of terrorism, their tactics resonated with Palestinians feeling marginalized and desperate. Hamas did not remain a fringe group for long. In the late 90s and early 2000s, the organization underwent a significant transformation. It steadily gained popularity and power, culminating in a surprising victory in the 2006 Palestinian legislative elections. But what led to this surge in support? A key factor was Hamas's social welfare programs. As an offshoot of the Muslim Brotherhood, it inherited a strong tradition of grassroots community work. It established schools, clinics, and food banks, stepping in where the Palestinian Authority often failed to provide. This won it considerable goodwill among the Palestinian people, who saw Hamas as a group that cared for their welfare and was uncorrupted by power. But it wasn't just social work that bolstered Hamas's popularity. The group also positioned itself as a formidable force of resistance against Israeli occupation. Unlike other factions, Hamas refused to recognize Israel's right to exist and pledged to liberate Palestine through armed struggle. This hardline stance resonated with a significant portion of the Palestinian population, frustrated by the perceived failings of the peace process. The relationship between Hamas and Israel has been marked by a violent and tumultuous history. Since Hamas's rise to power, the group and the Israeli state have been locked in a cycle of conflict. A key event that shaped this relationship was Israel's blockade of Gaza in 2007. This blockade was a response to Hamas's control over the territory, a move that Israel and much of the international community deemed illegitimate. The blockade has resulted in severe economic and humanitarian crises in Gaza. Even though it is widely understood that a large percentage of Hamas's budget is diverted to their militant wing, international condemnation is widespread, and tensions between Hamas and Israel have been greatly exacerbated. Yet the conflict is not just about blockades, it's also about military offensives. Over the years, Israel has launched several large-scale military operations in Gaza to weaken Hamas and stop rocket attacks. These operations have led to a high civilian death toll and extensive destruction of infrastructure in Gaza, further inflaming the animosity between the two sides. The shifting political landscape in Israel has also played a significant role in shaping its relationship with Hamas. Leaders like Naftali Bennett, who hold right-wing views, including a desire to annex part of the occupied West Bank, have intensified the conflict. On the other hand, Egypt has attempted to broker peace between the self-governed Palestinians and externally controlling Israel with a phased hostage release. However, these efforts have often fallen short due to the uncompromising positions of both sides. The impact of this conflict on both Israelis and Palestinians has been profound. For Israelis, it has meant living under the constant threat of rocket attacks. For Palestinians, particularly those in Gaza, it has meant enduring a protracted humanitarian crisis, marked by shortages of food, basic supplies, and opportunities for economic development. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, with Hamas at its heart, remains one of the most complex and enduring conflicts in the world. So, where does Iran fit into this puzzle? Let's delve into that. Iran has long been a staunch supporter of Hamas, driven by both ideology and strategic interest. Iran's backing for Hamas is rooted in its revolutionary ethos, which advocates for the defense of Muslim nations against perceived Western and Israeli aggression. This ideological alignment has fostered a bond between Iran and Hamas, despite their sectarian differences. This backing has manifested in various forms. Iran has provided Hamas with financial aid, weapons, and training, bolstering the group's military capabilities. This alliance has not only empowered Hamas, but also, strangely, given Iran a foothold in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, allowing Tehran to project its influence far beyond its borders. The regional dynamics also play a role in this relationship. Iran's rivalry with Saudi Arabia and its pursuit of regional Arab Sunni hegemony have further motivated its support for Hamas as it seeks to counterbalance the influence of its adversaries. Now we can see the story of Hamas is not just a local one, but a regional one, with Iran playing a significant role. As we continue to unravel the complex narrative of Hamas, your understanding and perspectives matter. We welcome your thoughts and insights on this topic. Feel free to share your views in the comment section below. If you found this video informative and want to stay updated with more of such content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and remember, every voice counts in building a more informed community.